Hello everybody, I'm back and we're gonna work on this lake. And I did a little bit of something on it. I worked a little on that camper shell, and of course I have more work to do, but I need to let it dry. And well, you saw me do the tree reflections. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to put the leaves, if I want to do kind of almost like a watercolor type thing, or just do them as they are. But yeah, there's things that I'm going to pass up for now because I need to let that camper dry. So I might go ahead and do the leaves on those trees, but so far this is what we got. And it's an old style pickup. I'm using a very old style of pickup, and the camper isn't that new. We went camping in that kind of camper when we were growing up, so it was, and pickup. So, you know, it's not like a new kind. It's just like an old Ford pickup. That needs blue to cover it. I still need to cover that up. Maybe I'll do it when I turn it around. That's still wet, I think. Yeah, a little bit, not too bad. Let me check and see. So this is just way too big up here. Pickups don't look like that on the front end. That's why it looked so weird. I was making it into a bus. I'll put another layer on that when that has dried. Otherwise it'll just keep bringing more red up. All right. Well, now, once I get that done, that will look much more like a pickup. I couldn't figure out. It's like... Okay. This is going to be the swimming areas, so I'm just for the fun of it, I'm going to put a couple of people in that swimming area. I can't do it on the sand yet, but okay, let's do they'll match the sand, but that's okay. A little bit of black hair. Couple of feet on the back end. Okay, that was one. This is a point where we just have fun and hope for the best. Ah, shoot, I gotta wait again. Yeah. I can put a small cedar. Yeah, I gotta wait because all I'm getting is brown and green. And green in the brown. Okay, I haven't done a reflection of that one. I don't have to have such a big one because he's a ways back. Duh. I have a feeling I need to go check my phone. Somebody wants my attention. I'll be back. I'm back. It was my granddaughter. She sent some pictures of her son, our great-grandson, in a little sleeper that I think we bought for him for his birthday. Because, well, it had a little dinosaur. It was green, had a little dinosaur on it. And it was just a little big yet. And it looked like the one that Joe picked up at the store. Let's see, what am I don't want brown. Evidently that's not completely dry yet. Huh. Guess I'll wait till tomorrow and see if I can repair it. What in the world made me decide to do that? I don't know. There's the wheel well. Okie dokie. Well, it's not camping unless there is there's a bench and there's the picnic table. Only going to see the edge of it from here, so. Let's have this be where they set up their little Coleman stove. I don't know if you guys know. Well, they still make them. Little propane Coleman stoves. They were green. Used just a little propane bottle, and you cook your food on it. Probably isn't best to have it right next to, but why not? Back then, you didn't know all those restrictions. You just did. You just did, and you know what? There's still accidents of things happening today. And then they come around and make some new regulation that keeps everybody in a tither. Ooh, what in the world did I just do? I think because I've got so much wet stuff, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. And I'll give you this kind of a shot. Oh. Oh. So you're seeing it that way because we'll have Joe lit down, sitting down here somewhere looking out. So, hope you're having fun at least. Hope you're still with me. If you are, then please say hello. No, you can do that anyway. Please say good night. There we go. Anyway, I love you all. I love you all. There. And we'll see you tomorrow. And maybe make more progress. We're making better progress than I thought we would, but the more I look at it, and it is a lake, there's still a lot more we can add. It's maybe not a huge lake because of the way, I mean, the size of that camper next to the lake doesn't give it the feel of a huge lake. But it's still a lake. Or at least it's this part of the lake. So we'll see. That's it. See you tomorrow. Love you. And good night.